Our transformative year continues at KLDC. Across the board, we're building and growing, bigger and stronger than ever. More drills, more targets, better facilities, and new team members.
Hi, I'm Meredith. I'm a core logging geo at KLDC. I'm excited to be a part of the 2026 drill program at KLDC. I'm looking forward to new discoveries and field experiences, and we'll see what the year has to bring.
All right, welcome back everyone. KLDC Treasure Hunters, here we go again. But today is special. We have news release. First set of drill holes from our 25,000 meter program are being released. These first two holes are from Wolverine Bend, and it continues to deliver. Very exciting with 6.28 meters, 0.617 grams per ton in hole 39, and then hole 40, 8.25 meters is 0.863. But that includes 5.5 meters of 1.213. Now, why this is so impressive is that this isn't in a quartz vein. This is in an altered syenite. So when you're looking at the rocks, you'll see that they're not quite the same as what we were typically chasing with those quartz veins. This is the entire rock type. Now, why that's important is that we've been hitting syenites all around this intrusion. And so it's come up underneath or as a late stage intrusion, and now we know it's mineralized. And so what we're chasing down now is a much larger system than we had anticipated right off the bat. And so we're going to be following up at Wolverine Bend as soon as we finish up testing around the intrusion in other spots. So we're up at 9 Mile, we're down at Winnie Lake, and then we're coming back to Wolverine Bend to see exactly how deep this thing is going and how big it can get. So really, really interesting times. Again, first two holes in this program. There's still lots of meters to come. I'm going to let Mike walk through the rocks. He can understand and talk to them a lot better than I can. And we actually get a little bit of a sneak peek at some of the rocks from Winnie Lake that came out. I was up there this week. Really interesting rocks. So stay right through to the end so you can see those. You know what, Mike? Take it away.
So I'm talking here hole 40. This is up at the Wolverine Bend, our new name for our new discovery. The objective of going back here to this area was that we hit a nice vein. So we went back with the drill in hole 40, and we're looking to extend the extension of the vein. Well, we're in a syenite, and what we have found is we're finding some very nice stretches, intercepts of intensely altered syenite. If you look at the syenite, this is the syenite, this is what it was, and this is what it's turned into. You can see the intensity of the alteration through the syenite. If you want a comparison, look at Young-Davidson, the Alamos mine in Matachewan, only about 60 kilometers west of here. And we are getting some very good numbers in this stuff. We have a 8.25 meter intersection here that's running 0.86 meters. Within that, we have a 1.21 grams per ton gold over 5.5 meters. One of our highest assays in this intersection was 3.29 grams per ton. Exciting. Why is that exciting? The alteration here is intense. It happens over wide areas and wide intersections of the drilling. And this area has never been drilled before we got there. So we are embarking on a new discovery. We just, we're setting out to find 100 or 200 meters of this. And I think we're close because we're getting good numbers. The alteration is intense. We're very excited about the Wolverine Bend, and we'll be back there soon. At Winnie, we were drilling fairly deep. We're down 378. We went through this nice veining system here next to a syenite and some gabbro afterwards. But we are getting some nice chunks of chalcopyrite. You can see that. Is this maybe a feeder system of some of the massive sulfides that we see? Yet to know. But when you see mineralization this chunky, you get excited about it. And when you see a veining system, this could be the feeder system that's supplying some of these minerals and fluids. What's interesting too, and very significant, is after this vein system, we still see some nice alteration and chalcopyrite mineralization in these veins cross-cutting this gabbro. I mean, the alteration has been so intense, it's wiped out the primary textures of the gabbro, and we get these veins of silica and some K-spar in there, but it has some very nice specks of chalcopyrite in there too. We had some very good meterage of this, so we're excited about this observation. This is more or less a new mineralization at Winnie because we didn't know there was any gabbros around. So this is very exciting too. An interesting feature in this hole. This hole's at Winnie too. The importance of cross-cutting features. Which features came in first? Which came in last? Where did the mineralization? How did the mineralization end up? So we're looking here at a very 1 inch wide syenite finger. So I've got mafic volcanics, and this syenite finger has intruded the mafic volcanics. And you can see that I've got pyrite mineralization and little stringers here and fractures. But in this syenite band and cross-cutting this syenite band, which is cross-cut the mafic volcanics, I have pyrite magnetite bands or veins, fractures through this syenite. We want to try and figure out the timing of mineralization. When has it come in? Has it come in with the rocks? Has it come in after the rocks? Or has it been remobilized during some metamorphic event? But you see that, if we drilled this way, we would have missed this mineralization. So, understanding the geological controls to mineralization, we would drill across here. We drill obliquely to the strike, where usually you drill perpendicular to strike. Anyways, a very cool feature that we noticed in this little syenite finger. In this altered mafic volcanic, we have a vein coming through the rock like this, and then we have another system of veining cross-cutting that, almost makes like an X. In this junction, lots of blebs of chalcopyrite. So where these structures or where these veinlets meet, the chalcopyrite is falling out. So when we apply that on a large-scale system, these would be large-scale faults or deformation zones or structures through the rock. So where they intersect would be your deposit. So if we're getting this feature on a small scale, we kind of try and apply these features on a larger scale for drilling and exploration. Cut.